What's up?
Dude, I haven't seen you in like 10 years.
Dude, it is wild. Vito, what's going on, bro?
Hey guys, how we doing?
Dude, the sloths.
Damien.
Hello,
everyone.
Hello.
Oh, there's Mike.
Hey, Mike.
Braylon.
Hold up.
Oh, there he is, the man of the hour.
Nick.
Hey.
Welcome to Like We Never Left, the show where we bring your favorite New York athletes and personalities back together again. I'm Janae Coakley, and I'm here with the 2010 New York Jets, one of my favorite teams. And guys, thanks so much for joining me. I'm going to let you guys introduce yourselves, all right?
Hi, Nick Mangold, retired in 2017. A lot of fun in 2010, so I'm looking forward to chatting about it with these knuckleheads.
Hello, everyone. Damien Woody here, retired after the 2010 season, and been pretty much trying to keep up with these seven knuckleheads I have at the house.
Braylon Edwards, I retired 2014 officially. I work now in the space of mental illness, mental health. So I'm just kind of working that, which has been good. Trying to help former athletes like myself figure out depression, anxiety. But other than that, man, dating. Finally have a solid relationship, enough of cutting through the streets of New York. I think I gave those days up.
Matt Slauson here, retired 2019. I'm out here in Nebraska on the farm, kind of along the same lines as Woody here. I don't have 7, but I got 3.
Sione Bouha, right? Everybody knew me as Bo because he couldn't pronounce my last name.
Oh.
Yes, sir. By way of Utah, and finished in 2012, back now just chasing 4 kids.
Mike DeVito, I retired in 2015. I'm currently up here in Maine with my wife Jessie, and we have 2 boys, Rocco and Sal, and we have another boy on the way, Louie. And so you got Rocco, Sal, and Louie. So I don't know if you know what if we're Italian or not, but the names kind of give it away.
And the guy who put the team together?
Mike Tannenbaum, great to be with you guys. It's when you have the privilege of sitting in the front office of an NFL team, I always say, in my case, I got 2 kids at home and 53 in the office, and just so proud and awesome to see you guys.
Favorite memory from the 2010 team, Damien?
Man.
Someone else can jump in if they can think faster.
I can think a lot faster.
Go ahead, Nick. Go ahead.
I got paid in 2010.
You're welcome.
That sounds good.
Mike T, was that a good investment?
That's a simple question and a complicated answer. But what's really funny, like when you talk about team building, and look, Braylon, I'm glad you're on here, but like look at all the bigs we got on both sides of the ball. Like if you don't win on the line of scrimmage, you have no chance. The only problem like with some of these guys, like D Wood, like I didn't realize like he came with like a warranty. And I signed when he was out of warranty. Like you buy that used car, it's like they break down. Like no one told me about that. I wish I got that heads up.
Look at Showtime right here, jumping in.
I definitely got to work with you. Let me see.
Hey,
Let me take this call real quick, guys.
Hold on, guys. Hold on.
right.
Time out.
Is Bart going to take the
Are
call?
you serious, man?
Hey, Bart, you haven't
are you
changed. Come on,
serious?
Bart.
Y'all talking about me?
Yeah, you talking about you.
Oh, man.
Who else would we be talking about?
Oh, man, my bad.
Black Scarface.
I'm doing Amazon, man. My bad. Mangold, you look like you lost a baby.
I'm still there. I can slim it.
You don't mess around and see your neighbor, man.
Good Bart,
See there, hey, Uncle TB.
how we doing?
Sitting in the chair that you bought me. Appreciate you.
Now, was Bart Scott a good investment?
Ooh.
Oh, man.
I'll tell you what. But the thing I'll remember about Bart.
Vocally.
Yeah, I'll tell you this. People say tone setters, and what I'll remember about Bart was how much Rex wanted him, and he talked about all the attributes that he had that you couldn't see. Bart Scott caused a fumble in a preseason game with Brandon Jacobs, and when I saw that, I was like, wow, like this is a guy that wants to bring in the preseason. So that's how I knew he was going to be a good fit.
Yeah, I remember that one, but that was personal beef though too, because he went to my same school, so he was trying to be the most famous Saluki, and I couldn't have that. Frazier already has that, so I'm trying to be number 2. So that was really hate in my heart. So I had to snatch that ball. I think I still have that picture with the helmet off, and I took it from him.
Do you guys remember Hard Knocks at all?
What's them shakers? What's them shakers that they brought up?
Yeah, the
like,
punter guy.
The shake weights, the punter
No,
guy.
the shape weights. Like everybody, when people bring up Hard Knocks, that's the first thing everybody talks about, the shape weights, because everybody was going crazy in practice over that.
Wasn't it Steve Weatherford? Wasn't that?
Yeah, it was Steve Weatherford.
No, I like punter guy.
I remember in that year just being scared out of my mind, replacing Alan Faneca. Rex came to me and said he wanted me to replace Alan. I looked at him. I said, "Are you sure?" Because that guy's incredible, and all those guys made it very, very difficult on me, to earn the respect. And
Not Nick.
I hope I did at some point.
No, it was all Damien.
Who made that?
But Nick and Alan were boys, so as soon as I got the job and they shipped out Alan, Nick is looking at me like, who the is this guy? This is terrible. I go from Alan to this guy? Are you kidding me?
There was one bad thing about that season, and I have to relive it on Hard Knocks all the time, is you killing me on the goal line in training camp over. And Mike T talked about the offensive line, right, in the line. The benefit as a defensive lineman from that year is Sione and I knew we weren't going to go against anybody that was as good as Slauson and Nick and Wood and me and Britt. I mean, there wasn't even anybody even close. And so, training camp was miserable because Woody's knocking me all over the field. But I knew, okay, game one, this is going to get a lot easier.
I think it's very meaningful that I'm on this conversation on this call with the linemen, because when Mike T would come up to me and when Rex would come up to me during the week after a game or going into a game or Shotty or whoever, it was never to talk about the touchdowns they were going to throw me because there wasn't going to be any. It was never to talk about the 200-yard games I was going to have because that wasn't going to happen. It was to talk about how I smacked somebody and put them on their ass every game. I had so much fun. In 2009, it started with TJ and Sean, and then it continued with LT and Sean. In 2010, I just like messing guys up. I felt like an honorary lineman based on what happened on Sunday. I was knocking guys out, but it felt good. It was the first time where I was like, I don't need the ball. I'm going to get somebody this business. And I used to ride to the games with D. Woody, and D. Woody would be like, I thought, what you going to do on Sunday?
If it was up to Rex, he would have told Shotty, make sure the other team's defense coordinator knows we're going to run the ball here. We are going to run the ball, and here it comes. And nothing made him happier than that toughness. And yeah, Braylon, you were a top 5 pick, skill player. But yeah, absolutely. When we talked about you, it was all about your point of attack blocking.
Story about that. We were it was 2010. We were playing at Detroit, and I think we were down. And we were going into the fourth quarter. And the night before the game, he said that we were going to run the ball 35 times, and that's how we were going to beat Detroit. And he comes up, and it was 4 minutes left to go in the game, and he's like, "Hey, I don't think we're gonna have to pass the ball to win. We're getting ready close to a 2-minute situation. Are you guys okay with that?" Yes, Rex, that's fine. We can pass the ball to win, and we won't get the 35 runs that you predicted. So that man loves to run the ball.
Man, we had so much fun winning. I didn't care if I didn't score touchdowns or half yards. It was fun. I remember Mike T gave me his parking spot for 2 weeks. They were not back. They weren't back to back. It was 1 week, skip a week, and another week, all because of what I did in the blocking game. He said, if you knock 3 guys on their ass, you can have my parking spot for the whole week. Oh, best believe I knocked about 10 guys on their ass and got that parking spot. So, but it was fun. I think my favorite moment is when we flew in after, I can't remember who we played. I want to say it was the Colts. We beat them in the first round of playoffs. And that Empire State Building was lit up green and white. We all knew what that was for. We all knew what time it was. And just like King Kong, man, we were on top of the world.
I know one thing. There was a lot of drinking on that plane.
Really? I thought you guys were just hydrating. I didn't know that.
But then fast forward, the next week you're playing Tom Brady and the Patriots. What was that week like? Do you guys remember that week leading up to the Patriots game?
We was pretty amped up for that one. And I think Rex had to do more of anger, temperament control than anything else, man. But we was all gassed up. We was all juiced up, ready to go up there and do our thing.
We dressed 45 players for that game. Rex wanted to dress 11 DBs. And he's like, we're going to play really, really small, and we're going to make them run the ball. And I remember, I think it was like Isaiah Trufant was like, he had some packages where he was like the dime linebacker, I think. And, you know, you really want to take like 9 DBs to the game, maybe 10, but we had 11. I mean, if you think about it, it's like 1 out of every 4 players for that game was a DB.
Watching Tom work out there and seeing him, you know, he's played a million games in his career, and that's one of the few times that I've seen him obviously uncomfortable in that pocket.
I don't know if you could see it, but if you could see everybody's, this is the captain's picture.
Yeah.
If you see everybody's face on there, everybody's mad as hell.
Mean mugger. Man, I mean,
that's awesome.
I mean, you look at Sean Ellis, man. What Sean Ellis did was amazing, man. Just coming through, and I think it was fitting. I think it was fitting that one of the longest tenured Jets was closing the show and having his best performance, because he's been on the wrong side of too many of those matchups. And to watch him come up with those 2 sacks, basically on a 3-man rush, meaning that he just wanted it more. And it was exciting to see him like kind of be champion, and have the type of game that he had. And of course, typical Bill Belichick, fashion, he signs him the next year. Can't wait.
Right now, what I want everybody else to do, I want you to say your best can't wait. And Bart is, you have to do it. Come on. Come on.
All,
you're a meme. You're a meme.
What the hell is Braylon doing?
I don't know what Braylon's doing.
I got 4 kids over here and a girlfriend that's going to be my wife someday. So I'm over here making, what is this? Mahi, stuff like that.
All right, D-Wood.
Can't wait.
Boo.
Nick, let's hear yours.
All right, I can't do the justice that Bart does, but can't wait.
Bart, what do you think?
He has some enthusiasm with it.
Okay, Mike, DeVito.
All right. What did Sal Pal say to you?
See you in
Prompted.
Pittsburgh.
I'm trying to get into.
See you in Pittsburgh.
Can't wait.
Oh man, I don't know. Can't wait. I can't. You can never replicate that.
Yeah, you gotta be at a certain type of mood or vibe.
Slauson, your turn.
Can't wait.
Okay, see, the key is when the weight comes down like Barry White. You know what I'm saying?
Braylon, stop cooking and look in the camera and say "can't wait."
Wait, me?
You look like Ed Lover when you did that, man.
No one can do the can't wait like you. Like you were very WWE.
Well, you know, brother. Well, you know, Mean Gene.
Bart, can I get a can't wait?
Can't wait.
There it is.
There it is. Yeah.
There it is.
Mike T, you want to try it?
I'm going to pass. I know my role.
You get Pittsburgh. I mean, what was that like for you guys?
It was tough because we really put ourselves in a hole in that first half. And the way that we played in the second half, if we had 2 more minutes, we'd win that game. And that's the disappointing part. And I remember talking to guys that were Pittsburgh. They said they were sitting on the sideline, like just watching the clock train, because they were like, if it goes any longer, we're screwed. So I think that was, and unfortunately it was a loss, but I think it also showed the team that we had, never giving up.
By the way, it's good to know that 10 years later, like we gave Rex an hour to zoom in. All he had to do was click on the link and he couldn't do it. We should find him.
I have one picture to show you guys, and the first thing that comes to mind, and then I promise I'll let you guys go.
That's that authenticity that Mike T was talking about, man. And everybody's authentic. Rex and Mike T brought us all together, man. Different types of experience and Pro Bowls and all different types of characters, man. But they brought us together, man. That was a fun year, man.
Any other memories you want to share?
Not that I went on video.
Who was the biggest character on the team?
He's sitting in that black chair.
Yeah.
Right there.
By the way, he's on the phone talking while we're talking, like taking calls. Like, really, Bart? Who are you talking to?
Amazon.
Amazon.
I'm doing a
Then again, Braylon's cooking, so it really can't,
Right, he making perch tacos.
All right, thanks to all of you guys for joining us on Like We Never Left. It was so great for all of us to see you once again.